Hey, good morning. This is Bob Trade Genius. It's the 8th of May, and I want to show you something that we're going to be doing with one stock. And you can do it with other stocks that trade weekly or even monthly with enough volume in it. But we're big believers in the long term growth in gold and silver and the miners. And so, sorry about that. Somebody's horn was honking out there. But what we want to do is we want to stay in a position and keep it for quite some time. So we built a position in GOLD. We've been swing trading this thing for a bit, and on this last go around as it came down, we bought our first tranche at 1320. Not quite sure when this thing was gonna turn, and we bought our second tranche at 1260. So our average price is 1290, full positions in. And today they did their earnings, had an initial nice spike, got over $13 for a brief moment, and then they sold it off, and now we're at 1246. Okay, now we're planning on keeping GOLD for at least through the end of this year, if not for an entire 12-month period of time. And what we're going to show you here is how you can make between a 0.5% and 1% a week, sell calls against it, and then abandoning those call options when the price is moving in our direction. And that way, then you can rinse and repeat later and get a higher basis while you're driving your cost basis down. So now that you've done that, we looked at this thing here. Okay, what's the next strike? GOLD pays weekly. So if we go into here, you go, and this is Thinkorswim for us. We have GOLD. Okay, now I already have sold calls on because I have a lot more shares than I'm showing in the trading, and so I'm already in a position that'll expire next Friday. I mean this Friday, and then on either tomorrow or Friday morning I'll roll into the next week. But I got to get everybody up to speed here now. So if we go to here, our basis is 1290. So ideally we don't want to really sell anything unless it's above our cost basis. Okay, you can't always avoid that if it keeps grinding this thing down. But I think GLD it's pretty much did its round trip here for its next move higher. So what you would do is you would select, this is calls on this side, puts on this side. You would select the call, and it's in the sold side where it's on the bid. And then what you're going to do here is see single. So you're going to sell, and then the number of shares, it's going to be in a minus sign since you're selling calls, is going to equal to 10% of your, 1% of the number. Yeah, let me try this again. It's if you have 100 shares, you're going to do one contract, so it's 1 for 100. And so if you have 1,000 shares of GOLD, you're going to do 10. If you have 720, you can do 7, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then what you want to do is do it for next Friday is May 17th. And then you want to do the 13 calls. You're selling it. And then you want to do, you can do limit of 10 cents. That's the bid right now. And then you confirm it. And once you confirm it, it'll click on it, and then you accept it, and then you're in the trade. And then we wait and we watch, and one of two things are going to happen the next week. Either price will move above $13, and then we have a decision to make. Do we close those calls? Do we roll those calls? Or do we let the whole trade expire, and our average price of 1290 is now going out for 1310, which would give you about a 2% gain. So those are the three options that you have. Or the fourth option is if it goes down anymore, you can roll it and then move your strike down a strike to 1250, and to take advantage of a higher premium if that's the choice we want to take. So that's what we're going to do. That's what you're going to do here before the close. And then once you do that, then we're going to monitor the stock. Now, next week, GOLD starts curving up. And to me, curving up means once the slow stoke here starts coming back into the purple area on the daily, then if it's by next Thursday, if it's rising, then we have a decision to make whether or not we want to put another 13 on, or do we want to do 1350, or do we want to just skip a week? So those are choices we have, because we can always enter any day of the week we want if we start seeing the stochastics roll down again, or we get a moneymaker sell call on it. All right, so I hope that helps. And so that's what we're going to do. And, my expectation is that we should be able to grow this position about 25% every quarter. But the combination between selling the calls and letting the price rise, and just constantly be bringing our cost basis of GOLD down. Now, by doing this, we're going to go from 1290 to 1280 as a cost, and you'll see that reflected in the spreadsheet. And that's what we're going to do on and on and on again. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.